Indeed, if thy eyes hath gazed upon my video title, thou hast perhaps assumed that the topic of such is going to be about the channel management and my following actions. I wholeheartedly recommend that thou should watch the video in its full form before clicking away, if thee art even mildly interested in the channel's content and thus its future. I enjoy that my demographic is mainly older than 18, and I'd like to keep it that way. However, 90% of folks who actually add me on Steam are American kids. How would you explain that? Anyway, enough with the rambling introduction. I'm in need of some disclosure. The goal of this video is to first and foremost inform you about the issue I'm having with YouTube at the moment and how I will be resolving it. You see, I was receiving money from this site, thus raising above those small vlogging channels or whatever. To spite me, the talking heads at the red and white streaming platform have decided to raise the requirements of monetization by tenfold. If I remember correctly, previously you'd need 100 subs for a custom URL and 10,000 total views. Now you're required to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in the last year. Really, the watch time is totally fair, but the sub requirement is outrageous. I hope you know that I am a tutorials channel, which means that most of the time the viewer mainly watches the one video which is needed and leaves. Thus, YouTube is forcing me to either clickbait and make funny jokes throughout the video so people sub, or convert to vlogs, or lower quality for the time being. Why, might you ask? Well, let me tell you my work process. I usually must actually get better than most people in a given game, which takes around 200 hours. Then I attempt to find a niche that is not yet taken by fellow guide makers. Then I have to test signs out, usually with an assistant. Then, after confirming that everything works, I write the script. Then we go and actually record the footage, fit for the script. Then I start to edit, then I add subtitles. About subtitles, I strongly recommend watching Life is Boris's video about them. Then I have to get a high quality thumbnail done. Then I write timestamps, tags, description, and title. Then I advertise across various boards, possibly make a Steam guide, and so on. All this work cannot be achieved within a single day, 24 hours, even if I tried really hard. Usually, something like a vlogger only deals with a quarter of this process, and with a guaranteed chance of spending less time. Obviously, all of this was incredibly cost inefficient already, and yet YouTube made sure I would have no money whatsoever from helping people out. Anyway, I have explained my situation by now. My way out of this hellhole would be to produce lower quality content until I get my partnership back. In fact, it won't be simply tutorials, at least not as detailed. I would like to use the platform not only for helping people out, but for sharing ideas, music and the like, mainly helping people out though. I'm certain you won't mind your subscription feed being clocked 0.05% more. An opinion or two from me wouldn't hurt regardless. I have concluded that the projects that I truly care about, that I research extensively, that will take the most time to accomplish, are going to be unlisted from now on, or merely kept on my hard drive, or shared to Patreon. You can obviously convict me of being tight-fisted, but honestly, the sense I was getting helped me massively. It is still my only source of income. But who am I to have people care about me? Look, all I'm asking for is that you do not unsubscribe if the content produced in the following months won't be up to your standard. I'm already screwed by making guides which people don't sub to usually. Alright, let's discuss my plans for the channel, now that this plea is over. First, my upload schedule. I swear by me mum that starting from now on, weekly videos will be achieved. Previously I hardly uploaded once a month, which is unacceptable. I wasn't actually ready to work at least 10 hours a week back then. I have never had money my entire life, All I had was the essentials, like food and shelter. I've decided to put a stop to that, starting from now onwards. I shall employ myself as a full-time YouTuber, so to speak. If the weekly videos won't get nearly as much traffic as my past ones, I will have to upload my true tutorials once a month along the lesser content. But I hardly doubt that'll happen. I won't just flood my channels with Fortnite Let's Plays. I will still search for various niches and fill them for the occasional curious search bar user. As for the types of content, it's going to be quick guides and tips you can look up easily, music snippets, highlights, professional gameplay, reviews, strategy breakdowns, and so on. The games I'm going to be covering will vary significantly, and that is one of my primary concerns for my subscriber count. But I can assure you, the games I choose to make videos on are carefully handpicked. I'm going to make an introduction video about every single game I will focus on, including those previously done on this channel. This will help you, the viewer, to understand why such a game is worth playing or making videos about. I happen to have good taste when it comes to practically anything, if you don't mind me being that overconfident about it. Then, I want to mention that I currently have 2 people working for me, an editor and a graphic designer. If they participate in a given video, they will be credited accordingly, as in mentions throughout the clip and links in the description. They are helping me mass produce content more, which will guide me forward. And finally, it is time to reveal my long-term plans for the channel. I will be branching out to real-life guides, sketches, sparring sessions, and green screening myself in normal videos, etc. You may have noticed my branding. It is a Crusader Great Helm. I'm going to buy a real-life version of one and have it as a part of my character. The Crusades and everything associated with them are a running gag at this point for me, especially in my Discord channel. The memes are on point as well. Either way, expect me to get a helm when I get enough ad revenue. Actually, I forgot to mention which games I will cover the most. It is going to be TF2, Dark Souls 3, Don't Starve, For Honor, Garry's Mod, DayZ, Awesome Nuts, Valhalla, Fortnite, perhaps the Dark Souls Remaster. Obviously, and this is my favorite one. This roster is going to get various additions in the future, but this will do for now.
The crusade continues!